Hey everybody, let's have a look at another recent addition to Real Racing 3, a bonus series that was added in the last version, version 8.8, featuring Ford Shelby GT500 2020 rendition, Unstoppable Supercars of America. That is the series you'll find in Master section, currently residing next to the new bonus series that I've just covered, Real Racing Redux, the 10th year anniversary of the Real Racing 2. But that's, the entire separate video that I already posted. So for this one, let's talk about the American Muscle Car series. All right, so this one features 4 cars. As you can see, we got the Dodge Hellcat and the Corvette ZR1, the old one, and the Shelby GT35R, 350R, and the new Shelby GT500 from year 2020, since we have multiple Shelby GT500 in the game. The other one's really good too, just older, so not quite as strong of a contender in this group. So we got the new one to go here. All right, so Unstoppable Supercars of America, Ford, Dodge, and Chevy meet on the track for an all-American showdown. All right. And this series, there's a total of 57 gold reward available. The 25% completion, as you can see, gets you 7 gold, and the racing dollar amount is essentially, more or less the same with the 3 zeros attached afterwards. And the 50% completion will get you additional 11 gold and obviously 11,000 racing dollars. And the 75% completion gets you another 15 gold and 15,000 racing dollars. And the 100% completion would give you the remaining 24 gold and 24,000 racing dollars. Right. So this series, 22 tiers in total. And since there are 4 cars featured in this bonus series, there are 4 time trials and 4 tiers of showcase tiers. Blanking out here. So that means 54 events total, with the 50 trophy events and 4 time trials. So if we divide that up into quarters, or as close as we can, with the rounded numbers to make it a whole, since there is no such thing as a half a event trophy. So that means in order to achieve the 25% completion, you would need to earn 13 gold trophies plus 1 time trial, which you would get, I suppose, somewhere around like tier 5 or 6, somewhere around there. It makes sense, right? And then 50% completion, you will need 24 gold trophies plus 3 time trials. So we're talking like somewhere around tier 12, tier 13. And then 75% completion, you would need 37 gold trophies, and ideally you would like to have done all 4 time trials by this point. And then of course 100% completion, you need all 50 gold trophies and all 4 time trials. So yes, that means you need to own all 4 cars for 100% completion. Obvious reason, right? It's pretty typical with a road collection series. Anyway, and what else do you need to know? PR requirement to 100% complete. You need PR 63.1. And out of the 4 cars featured in this series, there's only 1 car that can pull that off. And if you're wondering if it's the new one, yeah. The 2020 Ford Shelby GT500 is the only car that can break the 60 PR 60 barrier because that's the only card that can go all the way up to 64.9 when maxed out. So since this series requires PR 63.1, that yeah, even you would need to almost max it out. Obviously, you don't have to max it out all the way, but pretty close to it. So yeah. Anyway, tier 1, we'll just run through it real quick here. We got head-to-head at the Brickyard Road Course. You know, it's American muscle cars, right? So we got the Shelby GT500, the new one. The way we won this car, of course, through the limited time series was meeting that PR 60.6 by getting 21 upgrades available in, well, 21 out of 28 available upgrades, meaning basically 3 upgrades across the board in every category. Pretty typical upgrade tree that we've seen over and time again. And there is an exclusive series, as you can see, featuring this car. That seems to be another trend. They give us a new car with a single bonus series, and in the following release, they just add another bonus exclusive series, basically asking us to fully upgrade the car. But no, that's okay. I'll wait for upgrade discount on any of these cars. And then we got another Ford Shelby GT350R. This car was released quite a few years ago through a special event called like Track Day Domination or something like that. So this car base PR starts at 43.6. As you can see, when it's maxed out, it does go all the way up to 58.9. Not enough to get you that 100% completion of this series. This car is featured in 3 different series though. In expert category called Muscle and Prestige, and obviously this one, Unstoppable Supercars of America and Master. And then it is actually featured in a series in Elite section called All Out Attack. So this car is in 3 different categories, which is kind of neat. So let's see. Cost of this car, if you don't own it already, it's a gold car, 350 gold to buy it outright. And if you wait for the showcase discount, you get 20% off. So you can get it for 280 gold. And with the racing dollar upgrades alone, there are 12 available. And that'll bring your PR up to 50.1. And if you want to max it out, it will cost you 441 gold, plus like over 2 million racing dollar in upgrades. So that's that. And then the old 2013 Chevy Corvette ZR1. As you can see, I don't actually own this car in this account for some weird reason. It's only 50 gold, and obviously if you get the showcase discount, you get 10 off, like 20%, right? So you can get it for 40 gold instead of paying full 50. And this car is also featured in 3 series. One in Pro, actually 2 in Pro section. RWD, basically real wheel drive open revolution, modern sports classics, and this one in Master section of the game. Base PR, I don't think it starts at 50. I must have put some upgrades on this car because this car's base PR is 43.8. And 50, I believe, is when you have all the racing dollar upgrades on, like 18 upgrades of the 27 available. So, and when it's maxed out, you can bring your PR up to 53.1. And that'll cost you 45 gold and some like 201,000 racing dollars. So fairly cheap, because this car has been in the game, I believe, since the beginning of since the very original release of Real Racing 3. So yeah, kind of nice to see this car being used again outside of the 2 old series. Always nice. And then the first car that you will see in the series actually is going to be this Dodge Challenger SLT Hellcat. Base PR 36.5. When it's maxed out, it goes all the way up to 51.5. And currently, my car has PR 47.2. And I believe that was limited time series car, if I remember correctly. So in order to win this car, apparently I needed to get 19 of 27 upgrades available on this car. And because racing dollar upgrades alone, there are only 7. The tier 1 upgrades are the only ones that you can get with the racing dollars. And that got your PR up to 40.4. And then to fully upgrade, it will cost you 307 gold plus 753,400 racing dollars. So, and what? This car's, if you're to buy it outright, does cost you 275 gold. Showcase discount knocks it off a few, brings it down to 220. And once again, another car featured in 3 different series, although the third one for this one is actually an exclusive series, as you can see in the corner there. So, Unleashed World Series, and that is under Expert section. And obviously this one, Unstoppable Supercars of America, under Master. And then the exclusive series featuring, well, this car. Right. So, those are the contenders in this bonus series. And so head-to-head, just a single lapper there. And then we got speed record at Nürburgring Mühlenbachschleife and Cup at Monza Road Course, just a single lap. Tier 1, as always, no PR requirement. Let's check out Tier 2. We got Hunter at Bathurst. So that's a full lap. Elimination at Red Bull Ring National Circuit. And the Cup is going to be at Austin Circuit, Circuit of the Americas Grand Prix. PR 40.2 is required. And I guess only car that needs upgrade to start that off would be the Hellcat. The other 3 cars, base PR is obviously higher than 40.2. So if you have it, you're good to go. All right, so that's just a single lap Cup. And then we got Hellcat Showcase. So remember, when you don't own this car, upon unlocking this showcase, you will be given, I believe, 2 days 20% showcase discount on this car. So yeah, you'll be able to, if you don't own it, you'll be able to get it for 220 gold. And the actual race itself, we got Endurance at Bugatti Circuit and the Cup at Suzuka Grand Prix. Single lapper, no PR requirement, of course. And at the same time, the time trial featuring the car should unlock as well, and that's going to be taking place at Catalunya Grand Prix. All right, moving on to Tier 5, we got Autocross at Porsche Test Track, Leipzig Circuit, Short On-Road Circuit, Speed Snap at Daytona Motorcycle Course, and the Spa Cup, PR 42 required. And once again, only car that needs upgrade, once again, is going to be our good old Hellcat. So, yeah, just a single lap. And continuing on to the next tier, Tier 6, we got Drag Race at Dubai Grand Prix, Hunter at Hockenheim Grand Prix, and Cup at Brands Hatch, PR 45 required, so that's a bit of a bump. 3-point PR requirement jump there. And that makes it so that the Shelby GT500 is the only one that can run through this tier at base PR. And 3 laps. All right. Continuing on, we got a showcase tier. Yes, does run for 2 days. You get 10% off or 20% off, 10 gold off. So no, thank you. That's fine. And in terms of actual events, we get elimination at Motorcycle Course of Daytona Circuit and the Cup at Nürburgring Sprint Circuit. 2 laps. And the time trial for the Corvette ZR1 will take place at Bugatti Circuit. Continuing on, Tier 9. We got head-to-head at Berlin Circuit, single lapper. Autocross at Silverstone Bridge Grand Prix, the old one. And the Cup at Laguna Seca, PR 45 required. Once again, that was the same PR as Tier 6. And this one's going to be a double lap Cup. And we continue on. Tier 10. You got speed record at Melbourne, drag race at Suzuka, and the Cup at Monza Junior course with a PR 48. Boy, these PR requirements are jumping by 3 points. 3-lapper, but junior course, of course, pretty short. So, all right. So that's that. And then that gets us to the next tier, which is the Ford Shelby GT 350R Premium Showcase tier. And yep, you get 20% off of the otherwise 350 gold car, so you can get it for 280 if you don't own it already. And events wise, we got Hunter at Brands Hatch and the Cup at Circuit of the Americas Club Circuit. And 6 laps. It's a pretty short circuit, so. And the time trial for the GT350R Premium is going to take place at the Daytona Road Course. All right, continuing on to next tier, Tier 13. We got Speed Snap at Dubai International, Hunter at Circuit of the Americas National Circuit, and the Cup at Hockenheim Short, PR 48 once again required, and it'll take 4 laps for that one. Tier 14. What do we have? We got head-to-head at Silverstone International, Autocross at Mount Panorama, and the Cup at the Brickyard Indianapolis Motor Speedway Road Course. Head-to-head is a single lapper, and the Cup requires PR 50, and that's gonna be a triple lap Cup. And that gets us to the final showcase featuring the king of the series, Shelby GT 500 showcase. We got an endurance at Le Mans 24-hour circuit and the Cup at Suzuka West, 4 laps. And the time trial for the Shelby GT 500 is going to take place at the Austria Red Bull Ring Grand Prix. All right, and continuing on here, Tier 17, we got Speed Record at Circuit of the Americas National Circuit, Speed Snap at Red Bull Ring National Circuit, and the Cup at Porsche Test Track Long on-road circuit, once again with PR 50 required, and it'll take 3 laps for that one. And Tier 18, we got head-to-head at Nürburgring Grand Prix, Endurance at Mazda Raceway, and Cup at Catalunya National with a PR 54. That's a big jump. 4 PR point jump. Anyway, head-to-head, a single lapper. And the Cup at Catalunya National will be 4-lap Cup. All right. So, but still, PR 54, I mean, both of the Ford Shelbys should be able to tackle it. The other two, Corvette and the Hellcat, even when it's maxed out, that's where those two cap out in this final few tiers. All right, moving on to Tier 19, Autocross at Melbourne, Elimination at Spa, and the Cup at Silverstone Grand Prix. PR 57 required. So the 2 Ford Shelbys still will be able to go this distance. And this is a 3-lap Cup. And the final 3 tiers. Tier 20. All right. Hunter at Monza Road Course, Speed Snap at Hockenheim National, and this Cup at Dubai International has now PR 59.5. So this is where sole survivor, right? The Shelby GT500 is the only one that's going to be able to continue on past this point in terms of completing every tier. But if you own all the cars and have done all the time trials, well, time trials doesn't really unlock any new tiers, but if you completed all the showcase tiers, then you should be able to unlock all 22 tiers. So you just have 2 or 3 cup races outstanding, basically, if your GT500 does not meet the PR requirement, that is. Anyway, gets us to the... Here, we didn't really check out the Tier 20 Cup, didn't we? So Dubai International, PR 59.5, and it's going to be a 4-lap cup. And the penultimate tier, Tier 21, we got Autocross at Berlin, head-to-head at Laguna Seca under the California sun, single lapper. And the cup is going to be at Mount Panorama, PR 61.5 required, which I, at least at the moment, cannot complete. And it's going to be a 4-lap cup. And that gets us to the final tier, Tier 22, Endurance at Red Bull Ring Grand Prix, Elimination at Monza Junior course, and the final cup for this series is taking place at Bugatti Circuit, PR 63.1 required, and it'll be a 5-lapper. All right, so obviously you need a few more upgrades to complete this series. Anyway, so that'll do it for the quick rundown of this bonus series, Unstoppable Supercars of America. And maybe I'll actually try to make some progress through that series in the next few videos as well. So stay tuned, and we'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care.